30 sets, Price 36 sets, he has 30 sets, the tougher route, the tougher route. Can Gerwyn Price become the first man to go from Q School to world champion?
100.
January 2014 when he turned up in Wigan, and here we are in January 2021, and he is so close to the world championship title.
95.
Within touching distance, Gerwyn Price. He was distraught after that semi-final defeat last year to Peter Wright. Felt he never turned up. Well, he's turned up so far, and he's going to have to turn up tonight. Gary Anderson played himself back into some form in this World Championship and looking more like
85.
the old Gary Anderson.
161.
Gary says he's going to commit to the tour in 2021. He wants to challenge for major honours throughout the year. And this already a big rivalry. I think it's a rivalry
64.
that can continue on, Stu.
85.
Now Anderson looking at double five.
80.
Now a chance missed.
97.
And a chance now for Price. I'm not surprised, even
57.
through the way they play, there are a few nerves. There's going to be the butterflies, the adrenaline. This is the world final.
Bound to be. It's Gary Anderson who strikes first. Hold a throw in 17 darts, but when you win that bullseye in the back room, paramount you get up there and hold your throw regardless how you do it. And Gary Anderson is off and running.
140.
Of course, Gary Anderson is part of an elite club. Gerwyn Price is bidding to become only the 10th
100.
winner of the PDC World Championship title.
66.
Who will be writing the royal script In a couple of hours' time,
60.
7 sets, you are the world champion.
£500,000 in prize money for the winner.
100.
As we said, we'll jump Gerwyn Price to #1 in the world. Gary Anderson will be up into the top 4 in the world again. They're coming into the World Championship seeded 13, but in that 2-year cycle, Anderson has had issues with his back and not played as much. This man is in his 8th major final.
95.
Gerwyn Price gone from strength to strength.
Just having a think, treble 18 maybe.
134.
Well, there's the pressure on Price. He may go tops. Well, he went for the treble because the marker was good.
60.
He normally does go tops, but chance for a break for Anderson. And he will have one at tops. Well, clearly settled in. Gerwyn Anderson. Was 2015. Big Taylor 7-6. 12 months later, Adrian Lewis 7-5. Now, I think it's fair to say
95.
Anderson just turned 50, Mark, but already he is one of the all-time greats of this sport.
140.
Yes, and let's not forget the 2 finals he lost were classics as well. That one with Adrian Lewis in 2011 featured a 9-darter, and the one with Michael Van Gerwen. Gary Anderson averaged 904 for the match, but was well beaten. So he doesn't freeze on that big stage in the final, win or lose. Gary Anderson, so Gerwyn Price knows
96.
it's going to have to be a big performance from start to finish if he's going to claim his maiden world title.
97.
Good switch from Anderson.
Stay there, Gerwyn.
133.
The first shootout of the final from Price.
It's Gary Anderson. May go for 2 double 18s here. 72 remaining. No, trouble 12. Double 18 to close out set 1. It would have been a clean sweep. And just pulled that last start. Still work to be done though for Gerwyn Price.
.48. Gary require 18.
To take the opening set of the world final. Double 4 now.
40.
Well, he's missed 3 darts for the set. And you can see there by Gerwyn Price's reaction, he expected to be walking off for a break, a set down.
An opportunity that Gerwyn Price didn't expect, but 2 at double 12. That double 6, and Price gets it. We hear the first roar. He gets the break back. Gary Anderson misses chances to close out set 1, and Gerwyn Price gets us back on throw.
Game on.
But we always knew it would be tasty. Anderson averaged over 100 against Chisnall, but he missed 38 darts at double in the semi-final, and I just think that could be the key to the final. If Anderson's on it, on his doubles, he's going to take some beating. If he's slightly awry, Price is the man to capitalise. We shall see. But 4 missed darts for the set, already come and gone.
Both players didn't give a great deal away in their interviews last night. Both admitting they weren't happy with their performance. Gary Anderson cruised really to victory 6-3. Gerwyn Price dug in deep from 3 sets to 1 down against Bunting. So some real quality shown by the pair of them, but refusing to give themselves too much credit, Stu. Maybe trying to keep the pressure off themselves ahead of this final.
81.
A lot of people have been asking about the history between the pair and whether it is an uneasy truce.
41.
I think it's in the past. I think there is genuine respect between Gary and Gerwyn. Price knows he overstepped the mark.
98.
I think he's a very different player, and He certainly reined it in a bit, but one thing that we don't want to do is take the fire and the passion out of Gerwyn Price's game. All parts of his darting DNA, and he celebrates, he gets riled up, and
140.
the will get louder.
In any individual sport, you're going to get players who don't get on, and it's just one of them. But like you said, the respect's there. And Gerwyn Price,
93.
the roaring's just for his game. It's not just for Gary Anderson. It's not just for Stephen Bunton last night. He did it against Johnny Clayton a week after they'd been a pairs team in the World Cup. It's how he psychs himself up as he sends us to a deciding leg here, where Gary Anderson is more just likes to let his darts do the talking, but use whatever you can on that hockey to gain you an advantage if it psychs you up. And these two,
what a set this would be for Gerwyn Price to win, and what a time he has chosen to hit his first maximum. 2 legs down, Anderson blowing 4 darts for the set, and all of a sudden Price is taking control of this first set from nowhere.
Yeah, he's wrestled the darts away. That treble just keeps him in front, but Anderson will be feeling at the minute. Not out this set yet. That's a great recovery after drifting into treble 5, but when you've had darts for a set to clean sweep, it's a tough one to take if Gerwyn Price does go on and win this opening set.
58.
Well, it's intriguing already. Tension already. And drama already.
That's how it should be in a world final. Being the 2 best players out the 96 and worthy finalists. And there's going to be drama, there's going to be moments of magic, there's going to be errors.
140.
The pressure on Gary. Treble 19, the only shot.
72.
Well, it may be too little too late. A rueful shake of the head from Gary Anderson. Gerwyn Price looked down and out in this set, but he's running against the darts. What a blow that is for Gerwyn Price, chasing his first world crown. 3 straight legs after 4 darts missed by Anderson for the set. First strike to Gerwyn Price.
Last 12, 18 months, and when he's been trailing in matches, he still believes, and he showed the belief already in the opening set.
140.
It's only the opening set though, but it's just how much lasting damage that could do to Gary Anderson. Tough sets to lose when you had so many darts to win it.
91.
Yeah, but as I said in that opening set, Mark, I really feel that Anderson's finishing
99.
is the key to the final. You know, we know that Price will be steady away, and you know his doubling
54.
is pretty consistent. If Gary's in the zone when it comes to finishing, he will be very difficult to beat. But
98.
I just wonder whether losing that first set is still uppermost in his mind. But it is, as you say, only the first set.
100. Giving your car 164.
Gary Anderson's had setbacks in a world final before, who can remember that? 180 on the floor, and he still managed to win that set. So being around for a while, he's not going to let it bother him too much the way he dropped that opening set, but
59.
does give this gentleman a really confidence boost, and he's carried it on here into the second set. He opens up set 1 with a comfortable hold of throw.
Well, it's 4 legs on the spin now for Gerwyn Price, isn't it, when Gary Anderson was dominating the final. But noticeably, it's also 4 out of 5 on the doubles for the Welshman.
99.
Heard Gerwyn Price say a lot of his interviews, he bombed a lot of sets, so obviously that's what Gary Anderson did in that first set.
40.
Anderson just got to regroup and hang in there.
Well, Anderson is struggling at the moment in this final.
140.
Price is growing in confidence. The Welshman's average now nudging 100.
57.
Gary is down at 90. And the effect of that first set, the ripples, are still being felt in this second set.
Go over to the 18s. No, aggressive. Don't necessarily disagree with that way from Gary Anderson. It's just something to get him going, even if he'd slipped into the 20s. They just have a finish, but he's just trying to regroup Gary Anderson. Obviously, four legs gone against him, so just got to get a foothold in the tie again.
Yeah, just to get him going. Double 10. To fire him up again. 180 followed by 128. Brilliant from Anderson. And that is the real Gary Anderson.
Gary Anderson gets rid of 308 with 6 starts, but just a holder throw in his second set, but an important hold for Gary Anderson.
85.
We've been a fifth leg against him, and just little doubts creeping in, but I like the aggression on the 180 on the previous visit, because had he not got the 180, he doesn't need to finish. It was all or nothing from Gary Anderson, and
both players just settling in to a rhythm,
66.
to a routine. Can Anderson strike back?
60.
Or will it be 2-0 for Gerwyn Price? First Welshman in a PDC World Championship final. He's a very proud Welshman,
60.
very proud of his heritage. You may well remember the reaction of Price and Johnny Clayton to winning the World Cup of Darts. It meant everything to them.
100.
But this is special. This is extra special.
a little opening there for Gary Anderson if he could have found another treble. Still
140.
an outside chance in this leg. Yes, he's not on a finish, but it's a big ask for Gerwyn Price, so another one of them. May look at the 25 here, Gary. Balls are there. Good last start. Even if he hits the 25, he leaves a 2-darter, so Gerwyn Price not going to take the 150, so Anderson needed a break in this set, and he's got to get a chance here.
60. Gary requires 71.
Well, he's fashioned an opportunity. Can he take the chance? And he can this time. Well, 2 brilliant legs from the 2-times world champ, and now he gets an opportunity to level. Can he take it?
That 180 to leave the 128 sort of changed the rhythm for Gary Anderson. It just seems a little bit more snap in the action. Seems slightly quicker, a bit tentative in the back end of set 1 and the opening of set 2, but
100.
Price is just staying focused. He knows if he can break back here, he throws for the 2-set lead, so...
Well, you said in the opener about Anderson's aggression.
135.
He doesn't show it on the stage, but that's when he's at his best, when he's an aggressive darts player, going going hell for leather. And
96.
this is the time to do it in a world final.
Just because he doesn't celebrate like Gerwyn Price doesn't mean there's no aggression here. Gary Anderson has got that in his game, but he displays it in a different way.
83.
Price likes to let it out and vent, and it
98.
that last treble, Gerwyn Price, but Anderson tell himself 6 darts at the 2-2-3.
This is a vital time of this world final.
84.
That's a poor last one from Anderson. Has left 139, but it should be so much better. But look at this, what's Price going to leave? It's going to be a lot better than 139.
137. Gary
Anderson, just because that dart went in the 5, needs to find a couple of trebles in the combination. Just got to lay up now a 20 and hope Gerwyn Price doesn't get rid of the 70.
Gerwyn, you require 70.
And a shake of the head, frustration that Anderson has had 15 darts, throwing for the set, and hasn't had a single dart at double. What a big dart this is for Gerwyn Price. Gary not looking,
54.
but he's going to get the chance.
40.
He had set darts in set one. Is Gary Anderson about to level up this final? It's a flyer. That one's not. Gary Anderson takes the second set. He lost the opening leg when he reeled off 3 sets on the spin. And Gary Anderson has levelled up. It's 1 set apiece. Well and truly, game on here at the Alexandra Palace. Anderson, just when we were concerned, he was just feeling the pressure early in that set. That 180 to leave 128.
57.
And confident he took out the 128. Those 6 darts swung the set back in Gary Anderson's favour, and it's a level game. And as we expected, Stu, it's going to be a tight final.
It's all changed again at the start of this third set. 174 from Price, and Gary needs to fill this.
123.
Not a glimmer of a celebration or a reaction from Price for that 174. Business head on at the moment.
134.
Cover again. He wrestled the advantage against the throw, or has he? Deflection, the last one from Gary Anderson, and Price looking to lay out here.
130.
He's left 63 after 9. Can Anderson leave something similar?
99. Gerwyn requires 63.
Well, this for an immediate break at the start of set 3. He'll have 1 dart at tops. What a good leg. 12 dart break and throw. This is warming up very nicely.
Straight out the blocks, Gerwyn Price. It's the Gary Anderson throw. Wasn't a bad leg from Gary. Gary on 81 after 12, but Price at 174 to 134. Opening 6 darts, got him control.
100.
Well, whatever Gerwyn Price
135.
said to himself during the break, he has come out firing.
98.
101.5 now, the Price average. And his cover shooting
96.
has been really good. Pressure on Gary once more.
Anderson's 5th PDC World Championship final. His averages, his lowest average has been 97 and a bit, and that was when he beat Phil Taylor. He lost with 104 against Michael van Gerwen, and then a couple of 99s against Adrian Lewis on both occasions. They went either way, 1 win, 1 defeat. So
96. Gerwyn, you require 40.
This time he's left 74 after 12, Gary Anderson, but he's not going to get a shot at it. 12 darter, 13 darter from Gerwyn Price at the start of this set. And he's just put his foot on the pedal.
95.
The Welshman.
he's come on the blocks here. It's in this third set 2-0, and he's just finding under the top wire that treble 20 quite often now, and there he is. Maximum number 2 for Gerwyn Price, threatening to rattle off this third set in no time.
100.
Gerwyn Price has always believed that it is in his darting destiny to be the world champion. In 7 years after winning a tour card at Q School,
136.
he knows he's that close to achieving his dream. Well, since the break, he's averaged 125 in this set. But look at this for Gary Anderson! Oh, that is what a World Championship final is all about. Gary Anderson with a stunning 170 finish.
Incredible from Gary Anderson, and It was a big finish, not as big as that one in the last set that changed it in his favour. A 1-2-8, well, the biggest of the lot. Gary Anderson registers his first leg in set 3, and is it about to swing it in his favour here? He needs to find a break of throw, but both players now really getting to grips with this final. This third set, an incredible standard by the pair of them.
100.
Gary averaging 111 in this set. Gerwyn just over 124.
64.
Well, they're not letting us down. Super standard at this World Championship final. And it looks like the 170 from Anderson may all be in vain.
96. Giving you a car 125.
6 darts to get rid of 125, and treble 20 out of 20. He won't be overly concerned, just stay in that 20 segment, and he does.
65.
What Gary Anderson can do is stick a 140 to 180 in there and hope for a miss from Price, but it's looking like 2 sets to 1 here for Gerwyn Price.
Giving you a 60.
6 out of 9 on the doubles, Gerwyn Price. Make that 7 out of 10 on the doubles for Gerwyn Price. All 3 sets have now been won against the darts. But it's the Welshman who hits the front once more in the World Championship final. So the 170 finish from Anderson counted for nought. Price, Bunting, Chisnall, Baggish, Dirk van Dijvenbode twice, the men who have hit 170 finishes in this World Championship.
26.
Averaged 120 in the set, Gerwyn Price, and he's 6 out of 6 on top so far in this final. We remember the remarkable sequence 59. He had in the semi-final. Yeah, he was 10 out of 10 on double 10, wasn't he?
What made it more remarkable was the turmoil he had on it the night before against Darryl Gurney, but both players 3 sets in, and they've not been real nerves. There's been a few errors, but
100.
Pretty clinical. But Gerwyn Price settled in to his first World Championship final with ease.
100.
He's just so accurate, so determined. Again, he's left 84 after just 12 darts. That's his 4th.
140. Giving you a 84.
Price now to hit front in set 4. His average in set 3 was the highest individual set average of the tournament. Saving his best for the final. He's in again here. Gerwyn Price opens with a hold, but Gary Anderson was a set down earlier and dropped the first one in set 2, and then he rallied. Is he going to rally again here?
60.
At the moment, you've got to say Gerwyn Price isn't allowing Gary Anderson too much. 8 out of 11. An average of 104. But checking out at 73% in a World Championship final is
135.
I'd say 50% as well. And yeah, it's good from both.
80.
The dream of a World Championship for a 3rd time. Or becoming only the 10th man to win it.
41.
To lift the Sid Waddell Trophy. Anderson or Price, where's your loyalty?
92.
Gary Anderson looking to overtake the late great Jockey Wilson, who won 2 world titles. Anderson to himself.
100. Getting a car 74.
He's got some work to do.
66.
Long way.
140.
He was going to get another go at it, Gary Anderson, but
45, Gary, you require 8.
Got to find the target here.
Anderson. Down for double 2. And that's awkward. Not for Gerwyn Anderson, though. Spurs are doing goals at this 4th set. He needs to find a break, but all 3 sets have gone against the throw so far. Gerwyn Anderson, we're hoping that continues as he goes in. We go into our 3rd break of the final. Can Gary level up the match?
96.
Cool as you like. 5 180s for Price.
55.
Price will switch to the 18 here. There we see. Maximum so far for Gerwyn Price. 2 for Gerwyn Anderson. No 180 for Gary, so he's not going to leave a finish here. So Gerwyn Price again in a position of comfort. He's got time to set up the 164.
164.
That's a bit careless though from Gerwyn Price. Anderson has to punish.
What he did with a 180 and a 128 finish in that 2nd set.
130, Gerwyn 120.
Putting a bit of pressure on Price here. But he hasn't missed tops so far, 6 out of 6. 2 sets to 1 up. This for a 2-1 lead in the 4th set. 7 out of 7 on tops. Remarkable from Gerwyn Price.
Gary there just not happy with that first start, and he's chasing round now.
57.
Can't find a treble.
Just get the feeling at the moment that
100.
forget about going through the gears. Price is using cruise control here. He just looks
60.
very, very comfortable. 9 out of 12 is phenomenal in any game, but in a World Championship final.
I must admit, I thought the occasion might get to Gerwyn Price, and still may do, but at the minute, he seems really settled up there. Forcing the errors from Gerwyn Anderson.
100. 134.
102, Gerwyn Price. 94.5, Gary. Needs to fill it up.
140, Gerwyn 167.
Treble 19 for the ball.
But he's put himself in a fantastic position here.
144.
Unless Anderson can take out 144. Gerwyn Price here.
92.
He's going to step up
40.
at a target, and he hasn't missed. And he hasn't missed it again. It's 8 out of 8 from Gerwyn Price. He is in control of this World Championship final. Brilliant performance from Price thus far. Anderson with it all to do. Price leads 3 sets to 1.
First, game on.
To keep it up. There's still a lot of darts to play here. It's first to 7.
100.
It's 3-1. It's no time for Gary to slack off, but he's got room to play here, and there's no need to panic
83.
on the other hand.
You've said it all the way through this championship, John. However many sets you got to play with, you can use them. So he's got 6 to play with, isn't he?
Anderson, one of the most experienced and best at using the available leeway that he has for him. There's no scaredy cat.
100.
Price has used a lot of leeway, hasn't he, all the way through the event. Gary, that last visit, his 3rd maximum. Price has had 5.
57.
1
85. Gary Car 164.
Is he going to set it up? He was looking to.
That's the one problem I don't like about not going for the shots because your opponent's not on a finish, is you lose some focus.
Yeah, you can defend, can't you?
Well, you just lose focus. You don't attack as much as you normally do. And for a player like Gary, that's important to attack,
140.
even if it's a setup shot.
Gary Car 90.
Pressure on the 90. Again, big moments for Gary Anderson. 16 or treble. Double 9 for a break of throw. Well, there was not even any celebration from Gerwyn Price.
Well, he likes the way things are going, and why aggravate someone that might feed off of it?
Yeah.
He's aware of that. If he celebrates to put people off, he knows with Gary, it probably can have the opposite effect. When it's going your way, just keep on playing and let that work.
Do you think he celebrates to put them off?
To get things his way, to get them just the vibe on the stage in his favor. A little bit of intimidation, yes. Not physical, but just in the sense of a game.
It's not allowed to be physical, John. It's another one for Gary. He hit one in the previous leg, and he did not go ahead and win that. He kind of needs to get this done. 4-1 in sets, darting disaster, really. The way he's playing.
43.
Well, there's a big opening for Gary Anderson to work with, to attack and break back. Right to 96. The perfect visit, really. What he would have wanted. Price was flailing to that dart.
90. Gary Car 96.
A nice fluent 60-36 from Gary. Double 9.
87.
Nothing simple. Nothing's easy for him.
He had the simple 140 to get to the 96. He had that simple treble 20.
Yep.
The double wouldn't go.
38 for 40. There's a 38. He hasn't missed this yet, by the way.
Well, he's got to get to at least 10 of 10, doesn't he? That's the way he operates.
Well, there was a little wry smile there from Gary Anderson. I don't know what you mean intimidating, John. I didn't find him frightening at all when he tensed up there.
100.
Yeah. 100. Not a very good position for Anderson, but very capable of reeling back 3 legs on the trot.
Yeah, there's players that are behind John, and you're thinking that they're out of it. I don't think we've got that feeling right now.
No, not at all. It's almost like if he hits one thing, he'll hit everything subsequently to that.
Yeah.
But he did in that leg where he had the 140 and then the treble 20 to leave 36. Those 2 misses.
100. Gary Car 170.
He's already achieved this in this match in the 3rd set.
100.
It's a good last start. He's not giving Gary a break. Tops. Double 10. Is that the set?
Gerwyn 96.
Well, here's that 96 that Gary missed. Gerwyn also hits the treble 20 first. Double 9 for 4-1.
78.
Anderson let off the hook.
10.
That is a quality dart. You wouldn't have known by it with the reaction from Gary. Well, he let Price off in the last leg and he returned the favour in that one, Gerwyn.
Well, Gary won't celebrate in the way any other player celebrates. He just gets on with it.
92.
He wants every ounce of energy he has to be attacking that board and the targets.
Everything he's doing at the moment, for me, though, John, just feels a bit of a relief to him.
Yeah, he's not imperious.
140.
But he certainly looks effective in given turns. His style, just, you believe he's going to hit stuff,
58.
Gary Anderson. Gerwyn, more of a worker. You see where he's working, and he's very effective as well, but this just seems so fluent.
59.
There was nothing fluent about that. That was a chance for him. Huge leg. A break here for Gary. And then a hold.
134.
Seems simple enough, but he needs to crack in something big here.
100. Gerwyn, you require 76.
Well, he's already missed 2 darts for the set. One at double 18, one at double 9.
Yeah, probably wants that treble 20 again to set up 2 darts, but it'll just be 1 dart now. Gerwyn Price cannot miss tops. Leads the match 4-1, the final. 4 sets to 1. He's only 3 sets away now. He's closer to the trophy. And Gary Anderson
To pull it back against the man averaging 101. But John is a man that's won the title twice. He will not turn it in, will he?
No, not in the least. There's plenty of time here. Once you start winning some sets yourself, get your opponent thinking about the lead slipping away from them and maybe inducing some tension and panic. Minor panic at first, but it becomes bigger as the lead shrinks. It's 4-1 in sets. That's a big lead, Wayne.
Yeah.
That is now a big lead.
I think that 180 was the quickest Gary Anderson has thrown in this match. He's most certainly picked up the pace.
100. Gerwyn, you require 100.
Is that by design, John, or you just think that he may be thinking I'm struggling? Like I said, by design, as he hits another tops. This is absolutely staggering stuff from Gerwyn Price.
It is unbelievable.
134.
The top's hitting.
The 10s yesterday. And now he's at it with another segment.
140.
Well, and the thing you wonder is, this wonderful doubling he's got going. It's a long
58.
match. Do the numbers even out? Do opportunities present themselves to Gary at some point? Or does this man just play it out at this level?
100.
Gerwyn Price's tournament statistics on finishing are 44%.
96.
They were 39 before the start of this match, and because they're 74 in this. So this is way above
100.
anything that he's done in this event. And John, if he does regress on the doubles, then yes, it could get very close indeed.
Treble 17, and the ball. Sizing it up. And it fits.
This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. 75%. 5 180s, 17 140s. Completely and utterly outplaying Gary Anderson. It's not very often anyone would say that.
42.
That's 4 perfect darts. 5. 6.
Wow, this is some set from Price.
58.
Went out in 11 darts, in 12 darts. A chance to go out in 9. Let's get another. Yes, double 12 for a 9-dart leg.
120.
Gerwyn Price misses double 12 for what would have been a set average of around 140.
137.
This is mind-blowing, absolutely mind-blowing. This for a 10-dart leg. A set average of 136.64. That is the highest in World Championship history. And more importantly, is a set closer to becoming the world champion and the world #1.
Yeah, and the performance worthy of the greatest of champions, let alone
97.
the current or whatever. It's just one of the all-time performances here so far.
11, 12, 10.
57.
Well, I suggested before the final tonight, Wayne, that he would have to get the scoring going better. He hasn't really, but man, has he got the finishing working.
Yeah.
It's good scoring, but he could do better scoring, really. I hate to be critical.
The man's gone out in 11, 12 and 10, and John Part's saying that he can improve a bit. Well, he can actually. That's fact. That is fact, John.
Oh,
It wasn't perfect, was it?
no, there's plenty of room to get some improvement in there. But how do you go into the next set? It's just almost like
96.
you can't keep going at that clip. There's just a natural letdown.
100.
12 darts now, and he's at 146. It's night and day.
59. Giving you a car.
He's just battering Gary, and he's not submitting, but he's just finding it all hard to cope with here.
I'm sure he appreciates how well Price has played. He might not like it, but he respects it.
Yeah, I think he respects it. I don't think he likes it,
No,
and I
he
don't
does
think he
not like
appreciates it.
But in a respect fashion, yes.
84. Giving you a car. 48.
So, another one for tops. I think he hit it, Wayne. What's the tally at now, Wayne?
12 perfect darts at tops. And John, that is also 10 of the last. It's also 10 of the last 12 legs for Gerwyn Price.
100.
If you're going to play like this, your dream is to make it in a world final, and it's happening.
100.
It's happening for the Welshman, Gerwyn Price, so far.
He missed the 9-dart leg, and against Gary Anderson in a final. And the only one we've had in a final was against Gary Anderson, was Adrian Lewis.
Yeah.
Gary must be getting sick of that routine.
That routine. 10 years apart, and it's a routine.
Hey, anything you can take when you're in World Championship finals.
He's still perfect on double top.
You just can't imagine how it keeps continuing, but it does. It's unfathomable.
It really is.
60.
Gary Anderson at the moment is just a bystander. He's an onlooker.
41.
Only 41 this first visit here. He's getting awfully close to thinking about wrapping it up. If he wins this set, one set away. Is it creeping into his thoughts? Is it impairing him a little?
140.
Gary's really kind of not changed. He's just keeping up. He's ploughing on. Just maybe waiting for something to happen. Maybe waiting for Price to go off.
Well, it might be a very long wait, like a year.
$85. Gary Lucar 110.
Tops.
90. Gerwyn 97.
He took this out in the previous two previous set. Now he wants 24.
73.
Gary's missed. You have to jump all over it.
Well, he's not in the. Well, I was going to say that was the only good thing, but double five and just a little too much at this point.
This is for a run of 7 legs on the bounce. Not easy to hit doubles when you've not been having pokes. You can make too much of it. Double 3. Oh, you heard the clip of the wire there.
It's almost as if Gary would rather get on with the next set, maybe try and rally, but double 2. He does prolong set 7, but it's Price's throw, and he's throwing.
121.
We've seen huge comebacks in semi-finals from 5-1 to 6. That was James Wade leading Adrian Lewis 5-1 and got beat 6-5. Finals, it's a bit different.
$58.
Just hints and clues for Anderson that he could get back into it maybe if he just gets some big scores.
94.
But it's all seeming to be too much at this point. He's been battered as badly as he's been at times here.
57.
Leaves the scars.
He's having an off period. Most certainly having just that tiny little off patch. Will it be punished by Gary Anderson?
100.
It's not a bad patch, John. It's just not as amazing as it was from Price.
Well, he's bound to be thinking about how close he is to getting everything he's dreamt of in darts.
Ah, superb 54.
94.
And it's going to irk you when you don't hit the target your opponent's never missed.
Yes. Are we just starting the next set or not? 13 darts at tops and he's hit every single one of them.
42.
This time he's missed.
20.
No longer perfect.
He forces the decider where he has the throw. This could be everything. A little off period from Price has probably contributed more to this opportunity than Gary actually rising.
Yeah. Missed darts in the previous leg as well. At double 12, then double 6, then double 3.
100.
He's missed 5 darts in total to win this set.
100.
Well, the fact of it is, Gary won the 2 legs he's won in 21 and 17 darts.
Yeah.
So it wasn't him rising up to the occasion.
60.
It's the misdoubling from...
It's Price, yeah.
Yeah. But like you said, John, maybe, just maybe, there's a hint of trying to protect,
59.
maybe.
Just where he is, the moment he's in, just thinking too much rather than executing.
We've we've said many times, it's one of those sports starts where you just have to keep throwing the same. Keep playing that aggressive way. That's what wins. Can't play for time.
83.
And really, for Gary Anderson, I mean, 9 darts to 201, and then he hits 10th dart, hits a 1, he's at 200, and it's on his throw, but he's basically been gifted this set. Gifted a free pass back into the final.
Well, it's better than a 7. Leaves a finish. Can Gary wrap this set up right here?
80. Giving you a car 158.
Well, for once, John, he's not chasing a leg. It's
Yeah.
Price.
Well, for once, this combination wouldn't end on tops.
60.
Without doubt, the worst set of the match. Maybe because it's getting deep, and maybe because Price is thinking about it. Possible. That is the set from Gary Anderson. Price had his chances, he doesn't look happy. I've said it before, we'll say it again, the comeback's got to start somewhere, right? 5-2, Gerwyn Price.
Let me know if you ready to get dollars, holla, 'cause we wildin' out.
Along at a less than average rate and was gifted it,
140.
essentially. I think Gary now, he could step up and take advantage. Because if he starts producing how he can do,
43.
it will get really uncomfortable for Price. But so far in this set, it's Price that looks like he's realigned.
58.
What a contrast between set 6 and 7, though.
Yeah, in set 6, Gerwyn Price, there we see the averages. Wow. 136.6 in set 7, 89.
Yeah, that's what, 47 drop-off, that's all.
136.
Well, it's hard. It's hard when you play to that extreme level of extremes. You're not going to maintain that.
Of course not. No one ever has.
But it's hard to get, there's a bit of a free fall effect because you're not throwing at that level and you're just dropping. And you feel inadequate and you're more conscious of your misses.
131.
It's a brilliant leg of darts so far for Price. With the darts, thrown 12, left 36.
100.
After losing that
36.
previous set the way he did, this is the perfect start for him. There was no drama in that, John.
None. Gave his head a good shake at the break.
74.
In some ways, I was thinking that, you know, when Chizzy beat Michael van Gerwen, the only way he really could beat him, in my mind, was to win 5-0, to not let Michael sort of feel in the game at all. It's similar here, I think, for Price. He's got this nice big cushion, and he needs to see it out, though. He can't let it get close again.
So you think he can't win this 7-5, 7-6?
Yeah, I think he ends up losing if it goes long.
Right.
If he lets Anderson back any too much closer, Anderson just takes control, in my mind. And maybe in Price's mind, too. And he looks a little more urgent to close the deal before it becomes squeaky.
Yeah, I hope he's not thinking about losing the next 5 sets.
Yeah. But you don't want to feel
99.
comfortable. You don't want to let yourself feel that way. Because it's a lie. There's no such thing. It's a world final.
He's looking for another 57.
96.
It leaves 1-6-7. Gary Anderson for a nice hold of throw. Tops. Gets it done. And of course now, John, every leg is just so big for Gary Anderson, but mentally, maybe they're all becoming that big for Price as well.
Yeah, that's a little bit of inexperience in these big moment situations. When you haven't tasted that before. If he'd had won a world championship before, he probably would have seen this out already. But he hasn't. It's something new and wonderful, but it's hard to do.
The drop-off continues. Since the 6th set, Price has either gone in defensive mode or
59.
all I need to do is carry on or see it out or something, but he's definitely not throwing with the same zest, John.
134.
And full credit to Gary Anderson.
99.
There's just been no change in his manner, is there?
No. He looks like he's lacking a bit of energy as well, though. Not as much of a drop as maybe
128,
Price,
Gary
but
Lepar, 124.
this is a moment he lives for. Double 11. Oh, with Price sitting on 56, that would have been a good blow.
Does he hit tops again? Or does he go low this time? That will tell us something. There you go.
Well, he almost pulled into the ones again.
John, he's feeling it. I was waiting for... He's feeling it.
That was relief.
That dart at tops, John, you know, you've played in World Finals. All of a sudden, things that were so gettable, so reachable, become difficult. He's tightening up, and that is pure relief.
Well, now he's in the situation he was last set, where he's 4 legs away from a title if he can just get one more leg in this set.
100.
Still fascinating, isn't it?
91.
Thinking about the world #1 spot, John, dropping that dart. Or is it the £500,000? Or is it the World Championship? I'm just not sure anymore.
Yeah, when you add them all up, that's something too.
140.
Price has the buffer of knowing that if he loses this leg, he has the throw in the next.
134. Gary requires 70.
Gary knows he has to hit this after that visit from Gerwyn. Tops, double 10.
60. Gerwyn, you require
Price likes
72.
72, doesn't he?
Yes. He doesn't now. That's an awful dart. Looking for 42 for 22. Bullseye. He took that out for the 161. He didn't get it then. That first dart was a disaster for him.
Yeah, just all adrenaline. Rocketed above the target he wanted. Double 1.
I like that way. You can attack it when the darts stand up. Good board management from Gary Anderson. He knows his game.
But the Price attack on his own throw in full swing.
140.
Tell you what, John, he's feeling it. He had a big old swallow there. Oh, wow. He's made me feel nervous.
What a great first dart yet again. Well, we've said about his ability to play well in 5th legs of sets in this championship.
96.
And with the throw.
Well, that was more of a switch. That was fantastic.
85.
Yes, it was. You made that switch quite often, Wayne.
I had to. Sheer necessity, John.
57. Gerwyn, you require 96.
For his 6th set. 36 for tops, but he doesn't need to. He's in a bit of a dilemma here. He could just go 16 for the 20, Okay, went for the treble, but that's worked out perfectly well for him, John.
Well, yeah, his track record at tops. Blistering at tops.
174, giving you about 40.
Gary, classic Gary putting the heat on.
Yeah. Massive. That is the 14th time in this match he's hit it. Gerwyn Price leads Gary Anderson 6-2 in a race to 7. He is one set away from becoming the world champion.
in that last set, set 8. And it looks like it's still going to go up here, as Gary knows he can't lose any more sets.
Yeah, he has nothing to play with, does he? The 6-set buffer that we mentioned earlier, that's gone. Gary Anderson, to avoid defeat, has to win the next 5 sets. But John, you don't think of it in its entirety. You think of it as you win 3 legs in every 5.
Yeah, it's easy. It's just one at a time.
139.
When you think of it like that, if you think of it as 4 sets, well, or 5, it's too much. And this attack
64
of the throw of Anderson Really, it shows Price wanting to get this over with. He's looking more than a bit stressed. He's in a great position, but it is stressful nonetheless to navigate.
Yeah.
118.
So much emotion inside of the man. We know he exhibits it when he celebrates throws, but that's more of a game thing. This is real emotion boiling to the surface here as we get closer to a finish.
Yeah, that's kind of pure adrenaline. There's all sorts going through his mind now.
37.
So that was, I'm going to say it was unlucky, but maybe he needed to move over. 42 for 24. That is clean. That's a 14-dart break of throw. Now he's 1,002 points away from being a world champion. John, how's he feeling?
58.
Well, can I say it's a good angst? Is there such a thing? Yes.
I'm assuming it is.
97.
Well, there's a lot of nervous energy in that man right now.
140.
He's still channeling that well. Well, he lives off adrenaline. That's his game.
Yeah.
But this
60.
adrenaline, it's a slightly different sort of adrenaline, as you alluded to. There's real different emotions in his life, everything kind of surrounding the adrenaline and amplifying it even.
78.
Well, he moved over to avoid it and then ended up clattering into it anyway. All Gary can do is crack in maybe another max.
180.
Okay. Good job for Gary here.
42.
Taking advantage of Price.
64.
Getting a little too excited here.
100.
Well, it's a ton. It's okay. He will return for it, and it'll be a break back.
81. Gary Lucar, 64.
Treble 16. Well, he'll need 8 for tops.
44. Gerwyn 102.
Well, he's taken out three-figure shots. How he would love 42 and tops here.
50. Gary Lucar, 20.
So, for a break back and to make life a little bit more difficult for the Welshman.
I was surprised at that move. Double 5.
15.
I thought if he came to the left, he could just go right in alongside the dart, but it's all funny. And what an opportunity, though, for Gerwyn. 2 darts now at this most wonderful target, tops.
That's the 15th time he's hit it in this match. Simply stunning. And there was a look on Gary's face of, right, okay, here we go. And that's 10 180s apiece. 10! There's been 874 180s in this event so far. The record is 880.
Well, there certainly could be a record broken if Gary can mount a comeback. But a comeback would be a real comeback, wouldn't it? From 2-0 down.
It would have been interesting to start that comeback with a 9-darter.
100.
Just the 5 perfect darts from Gary Anderson.
And sometimes when you're well down in a match, not normally a world final, but sometimes you start getting more relaxed about maybe focus, trying to get a 9, gets anything you can going.
Yeah.
131.
Find something positive.
88.
18 or treble. Okay, double 4.
80. Gerwyn Lucar, 170.
Well, he couldn't, could he? He couldn't. Can he do a Colin Lloyd in a match play? Can he do a Ted Hankey, who won the World Championship on a 170?
105. Gary Lucar.
Sheesh.
Double 4. Get his third set double 2. Not getting any help from these darts.
4.
And that might be his final dart.
Can he hit double top for a 16th time? Double 10 to be world champion.
45. Gary, you require 4.
Gary knows. Gary knows.
He's having a laugh. Well, you got to enjoy what you can, I suppose. It's not over yet. I don't think he's laughing for that reason. He's actually sympathetic.
Yeah, he knows how.
He's sympathetic to what the man's going through.
Yeah, 100%.
55.
Just means that much, Wayne.
140.
He's trying to be cool. He really is.
He still looks. He still looks quite
really
cool.
trying to convince us he's cool right now.
Yeah, I'm buying it.
57.
I've bought it. He's thinking clearly as well, JP.
Yes, to leave 164. Gary not really contesting this. Leg.
60. Gerwyn, you require 164.
Can he get the 164 to do it? No, he'll have to come back again. This is a setup visit.
40.
He's trying to leave 100, but a little awry.
Yeah, sloppy last start.
It ended up leaving a nice number, though. Should start at 19s,
Gerwyn,
Wayne.
you require 116.
To finish on the tops. That's what he's looking for. Tops again.
96.
You gotta love Gary Anderson's face and reaction.
And you're right, John. He knows exactly what his opponent's
137.
going
Gerwyn, you
through.
require 20.
Double 10. Reminiscent of Peter Wright last year. If he gets this, he's on double 5.
Gary, you require 92.
Winning isn't easy. Winning world titles is the hardest thing in the world to do.
Double 8 to force a 5th leg.
84. Gerwyn, you require 10.
For the world title.
5. Gary, you require 8.
A little bit frustrated.
This is proving impossible for him so far.
It's humbling, isn't it?
Game showing the
It's humbling.
Gary Anderson. Perfect Gary to throw first.
He needs an oxygen tank. There's something.
It was there for him. It was all there in front of him.
It's smelling salts or something, you know. He's beside himself, and Gary's thinking, well, I'm enjoying watching him squirm. Gary's kind of enjoying watching all this angst from his opponent, and he'd love to take this set and watch him suffer some more.
When you think, John, he was just 10 points away from being world champion. If he loses the set, he's 1,503 points.
That sounds like a lot more.
23.
It is quite a lot more. He's got to get over this job.
Yeah, it's a bit of a nightmarish landscape for him right now. He's just kind of let all the negative thoughts get a hold of himself.
Surely that's easy to do, though.
Yes, yeah,
Surely.
oh no, it's being human. He's like, I can hit that, I can't hit double 5. He's getting the ironic sort of looks on his face now. He's got to come out a little more positive. He should be recognizing that Gary really wasn't up for defending in this set, but now it is presented to him. He's going to make an effort.
9 darts to be world darts champion. They've come and gone.
137. Gary require 32.
And if Gary gets this, we go into another set. It's another set. Price could be distraught here. What is he thinking? What is he thinking? Gary Anderson will just continue. He'll be thinking, OK, I've got away with it. But it's this man. What are the emotions that this man's going through? John, he has to be thinking of what's just happened. He wouldn't be human if he wasn't regretting what just happened.
Yeah, at some point you get past it.
Yeah, but not yet, I'm assuming. Maybe in a minute's time.
But now, a new set, he's got the throw. 140, 180. He seems like he's passed it to me, Wayne.
Right.
But I'll give the caveat of what's he going to look like throwing it the outer ring. That's where he could really show that he still hasn't got rid of the thought.
Yeah. Yeah, throwing it to 60's OK.
137.
Left 44 after just 9 darts.
140. Gerwyn, you
9 darts
44.
to win the World Championship. And now he's got to start again in this, the 10th set.
He's got to remember how to hit a double. Remember when we were discussing the potential of maybe the percentages catching up to him?
Yeah.
He was just too good too early.
97.
Regressing to the
Gerwyn
mean.
required 10.
1 for double 2.
Well, yeah, you bust it now.
No score. Gary requires 70.
This is staggering. What we are witnessing here, we don't know where it leads. We've got no idea. But what we do know is that something has changed. He's still 3 legs away from winning the World Darts Championship. He's not within a double. He hasn't got the darts in his hand anymore.
137.
The doubling percentage is 47% now. It was 74.
96.
Yeah, even 5. It was up there.
Yes, it was
He
75.
hit a bull to make it 75 at one point.
134.
He was hitting everything at one point. He's hitting nothing on the outer ring at this point.
99. 80.
Gary Anderson, he did look resigned to his fate in the last set, early going. But his level-headed nature gives him the edge here.
Yeah. Just carried on. Gary Anderson, we said it, John,
56.
even before that set, that he's just carried on.
167.
And he hadn't changed. It's Price that's changed.
95. Gary required 94.
Well, treble 18 for tops. Double 10.
74.
And remember the last time he had 72, Price?
Yeah.
Hit an 8.
Not this time. Double 12. Double 6.
60.
They look
Gary
nervous,
required
edgy
20.
darts to me.
He's horrified of the double ring at the moment. He wants nothing to do with hitting a double.
Being shown the second leg. Gary Anderson. Gerwyn to throw first. Dinner. 140.
Now, this is where we'll reflect on
140.
what's gone on for Price here. And had he had been a previous world champion, Wayne,
Yeah.
it would have been wrapped up. He wouldn't have been
125.
he wouldn't have gotten into the situation he's now in. So experience is proving to be extremely valuable here.
Yeah, whilst he doesn't lack experience winning, he lacks experience winning a world title,
Winning
of course.
this, yes. Becoming world #1 even.
I wonder what he's going through his
70.
noggin now. He is at odds with himself. And look at the body language. Shut his eyes and he's in turmoil. Shaking his head.
94.
If you didn't know the scoreline, you would not say, John, that Gerwyn Price was leading this match by 6 sets to 3. in a race to 7.
126.
Well, I was talking about earlier, like when you have a big lead and it starts to evaporate, you just get more and more nervous.
95.
Especially when it's your own doing that's causing it. And how good does that feel? Finally a double and a sarcastic pump of the fist to the air.
He had lost the last 4 legs.
140.
Well, that's such a good feeling for Gerwyn Price to finally hit a double once again.
Yeah.
I guess no surprise it was tops that has righted the ship.
Gary's standard of play is just, it's kind of plateaued at 94, 95. He hasn't got any better. The reason Anderson now has 3 sets, he's just hung in there. And he's got away with it. This man has had 9 darts to win the World Darts Championship by 7 sets to 2. But Price could not convert any of them.
Price is in a good position if he gets a big score on this visit. Anderson will have to take the 127, but it's not materializing.
94.
The last dart did the job.
Bullseye for the set.
94.
How important will that be?
104.
If he gets 104, Wayne, 16 leaves tops. If he does this, he forces a final leg where he'll have the throw.
84. Gary require 33.
Well, this isn't a gimme. Double 16.
1.
Oh dear.
20.
Can he hold it together? He's within a leg again. A big deep breath, a puff out of the cheeks. He goes back to the table. John, you've been there. What's he feeling right now?
Oh, well, he just doesn't want to fail, doesn't want to have had a big lead and let it all evaporate when it's the most important prize there is in his profession.
177.
There was a yell signifying what that meant, the 177, when he has throw to win the world title. I don't think he's thinking about the 9-dart leg. We are, but I don't think he is. He just wants every dart he can get in a successful result.
He wants a drama-free leg to win the World Championship, which, of course, is drama in itself. But he wants Gary left on 297.
But you know what, Wayne? He already had some of those.
99.
I know.
He already had some of those, then he let it get away.
He wants some more. Well, he wants one more, that's all. He wants one more crack. One more dart at double to become the world champion. He's on the cusp again. Stunning.
168. Giving you about 140.
It's not drama-free, is it?
No. And you need something here. Got to keep straight. Got to keep straight.
60.
168 to set up 134 to try and keep this final alive. Another tops. Oh my goodness, that would have been one of the greatest combinations ever.
Well, it would have been up there with Peter Wright, 162, 140 against Noel Malik them, and then went on to win the Worlds. Double 10 again to be world champ. He's blown his chances so far. This time, no, that's 11 match darts. They've come and gone. Is Gary Anderson thinking, is this going to be my day? He cannot believe the situation he's put himself in. He cannot believe it.
20.
Gary Anderson can't believe it now.
Yeah, now it's double 5 again. And well, Price will join us when he's ready. Yeah, you go have a look. You've read a few of the names on there.
Yeah, he wants to add his, John. He literally just got within touching distance. If he hits double 5, he can actually touch it. It will belong to him. Gary Price is the champion of the world. He beats Gary Anderson by 7 sets to 3. Gerwyn Price is the world darts champion. He's the world #1. He will collect £500,000. He joins Leighton Rees as the first ever winner. The Welsh winner of the World Darts Championship. That was in 1978. Then it was Richie Burnett. Then it was Mark Webster. But that man, Gerwyn Price, the world title belongs to him. And John, now he can collect the Sid Waddell Trophy.
Now he can just enjoy the world, the title. He's got to really savor this. A brilliant performance. I mean, he was astounding us with his top sitting early on and just outplayed Gary Anderson for the most part.
And a word about Gary Anderson. Gracious in defeat, as we'd expect from the two-time world champ. But that man, a world champion for the first time, is bouncing Gerwyn Price. He takes over from Michael van Gerwen as the world #1. What a feeling for him. Let's pass over to John McDonald for the presentation.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's the moment we've all been waiting for, our presentation. Firstly, tremendous final, and now our runner-up, receiving £200,000 and his trophy. Ladies and gentlemen, the Flying Scotsman, Gary Anderson. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it truly is the moment we've all been waiting for. The winner receiving £500,000, the incredible Sid Waddell Trophy. And for the first time in his career, we crown the world #1. The new William Hill World Darts Champion, ladies and gentlemen, the Iceman, Gerwyn Price.